Hey, welcome to episode 3 of Let's Get Heated. We're back at it on a Sunday.
You sound like Fat Albert. Hey.
Fat Albert? Come on.
Welcome.
We got a few cool topics again. Week 3, episode 3, we're going to go over, again, some college basketball. Crazy stuff going on in college basketball. Week 1 opener of the NFL. Gronk's retirement, a gruesome injury.
Yeah, I still haven't watched the videos, so
You haven't?
I
You
can't.
cannot.
I can't. I
It's
can't
bad.
watch it.
It's pretty bad.
Exactly why I can't.
One of the
watch
worst ones out there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm excited. I would not rather do anything else on a Sunday than this.
Yeah.
Back at her with the fans. We're going to go ahead and get her going here. The Packers and the Bears. Do you want to start her out
Season
with
opener.
that?
Sure. Yeah. All right. So the Packers and the Bears opening the 2019 NFL season. It's the 100th season with the oldest rivalry, and they're going to be playing in Chicago. Are we going to see a better A-Rod this year?
it.
I hope so, if the Packers want to win.
Hey, I'm a big fan of Gmo, so anytime that Rodgers and Gmo can hook up, I mean,
He's
I
going to
like
have
it.
a bigger role this year.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see, but I mean, opening day, Packers are the overall rivalry in the season. It's the 100th season of the NFL, so having the oldest rivalry, kind of a great idea by the NFL.
Do you know how many games they've played?
I know the overall records 97-95 Packers.
Yep, 6
Yeah,
ties.
6 ties.
198 games they've played
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, not good with quick math like that.
Quick
so.
math.
So I think one thing to pay attention to, obviously we're going to pay attention to the stars. Khalil Mack, Aaron Rodgers. That's going to be the big question. Can the offensive line hold Mack? But the other thing is Chicago they do not have a first-round pick, and the Packers have 2. I think that's going to be a big key in the first game
Yeah.
of the season, especially, for each team, Packers versus Bears. So
Yeah, they're starting out Thursday Night Football, 7:20 in the Windy City. Last year they split. I believe they split the series.
Yeah. Bo, you must be disappointed that your little
Barry
bobbleheads
Sanders.
here, for the Detroit Lions, they won't be playing, and kind of thankful that I don't have to watch them. It's
I
just
don't care that they
tragic
don't
watching
play.
those games.
Thursday Night Football is always trash. So I wonder why they put these two teams
Oh,
up
yeah.
for it. No, but it's going to be good. Honestly, I'm excited to see Trubisky because he developed a lot last year. A lot. Jordan Howard's gone. Tree Cohen is going to be a star now on their offense.
I'm excited.
Robinson, they got an electric offense.
I'm excited to see the Packers defense, especially against the Bears offense. They're both the Bears offense, they're young, talented, same with the Packers now on defense. So I think the linebackers that they added, they're going to try and keep Cohen in the middle. Don't let him get outside the numbers. So
Yeah.
I think one thing that Packer fans are going to look for is play calling.
That's going to be huge.
What's the play calling going to be like?
absolutely.
I mean, that's not just the Packers. That's with any NFL team that, didn't have a great season last year. You're coming into this season, you got new coaches, new management. It's going to be interesting to see if a lot of our fans, I'm pretty sure, are huge football fans. They watch that kind of stuff, and it makes the game more fun. It makes the game more entertaining. It's that kind of stuff.
I got something for you guys here.
Okay.
So
Oh,
if
hold on,
Aaron
hold on.
Rodgers,
No, hold on.
We need to take a drink of water because
if Aaron Rodgers has a similar year last year or even worse, is it time for them to ship him out? Is it time for them to get rid of him?
way too soon.
Way too soon. It's too soon.
One bad season. One of the top quarterbacks right now in the league. It's gonna take more than 1-2 seasons.
Let's put it like this: if a bad year for them, they're gonna win 8 games. Okay, you take Rodgers away. If you get rid of Rodgers, the entire fan base is gonna burn down Lambeau Field or kill the coach or something, right? They aren't
stadium
gonna-
will burn if they get
the
rid of
city
Aaron
will
Rodgers.
burn. And they, if Rodgers is gone, they won't win 2 games. Without Rodgers, they don't win 2 games. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they actually. I mean,
But that's,
getting in a lot deeper than this is. It's like they need to start preparing another quarterback to take over, just like they did for Favre, and now they need to start doing for Rodgers because I'm not too confident in Kaiser
do
to
they
step
draft a
in
quarterback.
late. Yeah, there's no point in them moving up right now to take a quarterback. When they can develop somebody. Other interesting news about this same game is that the Cubs and the Brewers play on the same exact day,
Well, they aren't
supposedly
gonna
at the
get
same
interviews.
exact time. So
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know.
Chicago or Milwaukee?
for what?
Where are they playing?
Oh,
do you
I'm
know?
pretty sure they play in Milwaukee. So
Okay.
yeah, not 100% sure on that, but to have that game on the same exact time,
Is Yelich going to have more home runs that day, or is Aaron Rodgers going to throw more touchdowns?
put a little side bet in Vegas on that one.
I'm going with Yelich.
Yeah,
I don't know. But anyway, overall, the expectations are really high for the Packers this year, like they are every year.
yeah.
Um,
But I mean, the Bears, very solid team, like we're saying. It's going to be a dogfight.
huge surprise last year. They were
Yeah.
probably the biggest surprise out of anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
In a tough division.
Yeah,
Very
it's going to be a
tough.
tough division.
Yeah. I just
the
think
Lions will take the first spot in that
Yeah.
division.
Get out of
Yeah?
here.
No.
Did you just say yeah?
Can we fire him?
Well, I was being
Will you please
supportive,
fire
but just nothing into the NFL, just like not going into players or anything. It's great to have them, like I said before, schedule this game to be the first one. I'm not just saying it because I'm a Packers fan. It's the oldest rivalry in sports on the first game of the 100th year of the NFL.
You can't go wrong.
You can't.
You can with this game
Yeah,
specifically.
definitely can't.
Okay. Nurkic injury.
Yeah.
It was gruesome. Like I said, you didn't even have the cojones, I will say, on the show to watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm not
I-
going to watch it.
I think my leg still hurts from watching it, actually.
Yeah, I don't think
So-
an individual can watch it and not cringe.
No.
I would never be able to do anything athletic ever again after watching it because I would be so afraid of that happening. So
we're
every
playing
like
basketball
rolled
today.
ankle. Yeah, we are, but I'm not going to be jumping.
So, my question is, how does this happen? Is it an extraordinary event? My thinking, yes, it's odds are, close to none. Okay,
Yeah,
but if I think fatigue plays a factor, obviously the way how you land. Believe it or not, I think fatigue does play a factor. They were in what? Double overtime, or
Correct.
at least one overtime.
Yeah.
When this
Correct.
happened. I'm blanking right now, but it was in at least an overtime. Big guy. If you're fatigued, the chances of landing weird are probably better. It seems weird, but
Right. I don't think when we watched it, I don't think we could clearly see if he rolled his ankle on someone's foot or if he just came down on the ground. But if you haven't watched it, basically what he did is he came down from a jump and either landed on someone's ankle or landed on the floor, and his leg basically just snapped.
yeah.
what did he?
Like you said, the chances of that, looking back, Gordon Hayward did it.
I was
Paul
just gonna bring
George.
that up.
The guy at Louisville, Kevin Ware,
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
That was the first one first popular one that started this whole.
well, I saw that
yeah.
one.
events.
I saw that one, and after that, I just don't watch these videos anymore
Now here,
for 2 reasons. One, I just don't have the stomach to watch it. Number
Stomach?
2, yes, I just can't handle it. And number 2 is that it's a very sad moment for these players because you don't know if they're ever, going to make it back. He's 7 foot.
that's
Yeah, the
that's
rehab.
that's my question is, can he come back and play the same? Now look at this. Paul George, similar injury. He came back. He's doing great. Gordon Hayward, not so much.
I think it's his situation. He's
Yeah.
a great player.
Sure, but I just don't see him, his size, his position. This is going to be hard for him to come back. And
Yeah.
he was
No,
doing
I
great.
agree.
He was having a great season too.
Basically, I don't think they specified a specific, like an injury or what they're gonna do yet.
Yeah.
Basically, they just said several compound leg fractures.
Well, what I saw is a compound fracture of his tibia and fibia. So it was the same exact injury that Paul George had. And later on, when I was watching, for him being like we said, 7 foot tall, that's a lot of rehab to get him back into playing shape. They're pretty sure that he's not even gonna play next year. Obviously, we'll have to see what kind of training gets put on and what kind of happens. But I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't even play next year.
Right. So let's not talk about the injury, but the Blazers in general.
Oh,
They were a 5th seed on the verge of actually being a 4th seed.
yeah.
Okay. So I think I have here they're going to play the Utah Jazz or the Clippers.
Yeah.
They actually, with him, they would have a shot,
Oh.
especially the Clippers.
Yeah.
The Jazz are I like the Jazz. I really do like the Jazz.
Yeah.
Hopefully Mitchell can play like he did last year in the playoffs. But that injury is not only affecting him, but that's a huge hit to their team in the playoffs.
Yeah. Perfect opportunity for Enes Kanter to step up
He's been
and
shipped
fill that
around.
void. He's a great rebounder. But you're not going to replace Nurkic and the way he was performing this season. So I don't know. I don't know if it'll hurt them in the playoffs. I mean, obviously it'll hurt them in the playoffs, but I think Kanter will step up. Maybe they could win the first round. Never know.
So let's go to the next one here. Gronk. The Gronk spike is gone. And we will not be seeing any
Retired.
more of that.
Dude's gonna be partying it up in Miami.
Yep.
You
See him on
already know
videos.
there's gonna be so many videos of him just loving life, and I'm so happy for him. Kind of, we played different positions, and I never made it to the NFL, but it started a lot of debate with like CTE, and that is a dangerous thing when you're playing a contact sport. And for him to be able to get out, he's still pretty young. He didn't take a whole lot of hits to the head. It's kind of like props to Gronk for knowing.
He did
when
have
to
a lot
call
of
it.
injuries, though.
Injuries, yes, but I mean,
To the head, not so much, but
the
Still.
most important thing is
Yeah.
your head, and for him getting out, being young, and congrats to him.
Yeah. He was 29. He's 29 right now.
Yeah.
Do you know how many years he's been in the NFL? 9.
9.
He started when he was 20.
Mm.
So I was looking at his stats. The first 3 years, he had over 10 touchdowns. Then he had 1 year with like 7. And then the next 2 were over 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so that right there is about 7 seasons. Actually, so about 6. His last 3 years, the highest he had was 8 touchdowns. 1 year he had 3. So his receiving abilities, this could also have been his health because he didn't play as many games. But let's put it like this: he's probably one of the best blocking tight ends.
Mm.
Is he going to go to the Hall of Fame?
I hope so.
Yes, because of
I
Tom
mean,
Brady.
Would you say Gronk's one of the best tight ends to ever play?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I would
say he would have to go.
That's tough for me. I don't know.
Tony
It's tough because
Gonzalez.
listen to this. Career stats: 521 receptions, almost 8,000 yards,
Yep.
79 touchdowns, rushing touchdown. Got to get one right. 5 Pro Bowls and 2 Super Bowls. After 9 seasons, he goes, "Thank you, Mr. Kraft. Thank you, Belichick, and thank you, Tom Brady. See you later."
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think he was a great. I mean, who do you think is better than that tight end?
Tony Gonzalez.
That, like I
Was he
said,
better?
that's one. He's
Antonio
a receiving
Gates?
and a blocking.
I
He
think
was a
I think the way he can catch the ball
yeah.
makes him great. I mean, yeah, he had Tom Brady, the GOAT. But dude went up for passes and, those hands strong.
All right, I got something for the fans here. If you guys think that a tight end was better than Gronk, send us a message, and we'll have a little debate about that. Because, I mean,
all around tight end.
All around tight end.
Because
yes.
you can say, hey, Travis Kelce's a great receiving tight end. George Kittle's coming up. I don't want to put him in great, but he's a great receiving tight end.
Yeah.
But you got to be an all
Blocking
around.
Yes.
That's all I got here with Gronk. I mean, great career. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Is he going to come back ever?
I don't think so. He kind of did the Kelvin Johnson. I'm sorry, Bo, for bringing up his name. You had a great career.
Yeah.
Call it quits.
That's
He's
awesome.
happy with his decision. Gronk,
He's gonna go party.
If you watch this video, just call me up. We'll have a party. Because congrats, man.
He loves to party, that's for sure.
I love Gronk.
Gronk, I will outdrink you. I will drink him under the table. I said it.
Call
Gronk.
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So, but anyway, congrats.
Congrats.
So, college basketball, lots of crazy things happened.
Still going.
Michigan went
Last
down.
day of March.
Yeah.
The game's on right now. Duke, Michigan State.
Yep. And bigger news, my bracket is busted. That
have
happened
Virginia
right
winning,
away.
though.
I do have Virginia winning.
Not many people have Virginia winning at all.
Yes, Kyle Guy. It's my dude. We're going to bring it home.
Yeah, I mean, they got a all-around good team.
Yeah. Talking about brackets, too, they had this year was, somebody had a record-breaking bracket. They won 50 games before the bracket got busted, and that was
Purdue.
Purdue when they beat Tennessee. That was the last perfect bracket that just got busted. It's the longest one that was ever recorded, so I don't know who it was by, but might want to get him on the show because some great picks.
Who did he have winning it all?
That guy that we're talking about?
Gonzaga. He had Gonzaga winning it all. So guess what? If we're playing him in our league, your
He
champion
lost.
doesn't win.
Yeah.
You're gone. Who cares?
Pretty much.
But
So,
speaking, just go on.
Texas Tech will play the winner of Duke, Michigan State.
Yeah.
I think either way, that will be a good game.
Yeah.
And then the surprise of the bracket, Auburn, Bruce Pearl, coach. They're going to take on a good Virginia team. I don't see them beating them, though.
They're on a roll.
Yeah.
They're
I kind
hot.
of had a feeling that Auburn was going to be a solid team, but not solid enough to beat North Carolina. And it was a good game, but Auburn came into the tournament hot, keeping it going. You think they make it to the finals?
I don't think so.
They got a 50-50.
Well,
Random
yeah.
pick.
Thanks, Vegas. But, yeah. I do think that they're a solid team, but I got Virginia. I got them winning it all, so
You do?
I'm going to stay with my pick. And Auburn's hot, but Virginia's been solid.
I feel bad for Carson Edwards
jeez.
from Purdue. He's been balling. If you take an individual in this tournament, you'd have to say he's the best player in this tournament for their team.
How much did that just help his draft stock?
Ton.
Tremendously.
How many did he have? 42?
42?
Something
42?
like that, yeah.
In the last game.
It had to just skyrocket. I haven't looked at.
Did you see his interview after the game?
Mm-mm.
Did you hear what happened? Awesome. So I heard the audio and then I actually saw like a video clip. Not word by word, but the guy interviewing said, "Do you realize that you just surpassed Steph Curry on points? It was like consecutive something points in the NCAA tournament." And his reaction was priceless. He's like, "What?" Like he was so proud of himself and excited,
Starstruck.
and it was awesome just to see that instead of him just being like bragging. He's low key. That was awesome. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Check that video out. But he was just
Very humble player.
Yeah.
I like those kind of guys, and I don't know how much it helped his draft stock. I still think Ja Morant had the best NCAA tournament, even though his team didn't do great. I don't care what you guys say about Carson Edwards, 42 points. Great player. He had a good team. What if Ja Morant was on a different team?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still think that tournament that Ja Morant had in the two games was phenomenal. I actually think he's better than Zion, and he's going to be better than Zion
In the league?
in the league. Yeah. So
I guess I'm excited to see, you know. So speaking of Zion, last thing before we change topics, I hate Duke. I don't want them to win today, and they don't deserve to win. They didn't deserve to win the last 2 games.
they should have lost
But they will.
twice.
Going into today,
It's their
Michigan,
destiny.
Michigan State is the team that they would just kill.
Did you just look up at the stars?
The NCAA and Coach K came together and they're like, all right, we want this kid, and this kid to combine a super team. And I don't know. Maybe it's all rigged because you're right. Their last 2 games sucked. But if they can beat Michigan State tonight, right now, they play Texas Tech. That might be a tough one. But if they match up versus Virginia and Virginia stays hot, I don't know.
I don't know.
What about Culver?
I want them to win it all.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
Culver just leading Texas Tech, just not making big
3 seed,
big
right?
news.
3 seed.
Yeah,
3 seed.
not making big headlines in the tournament, but dude can ball out, and he's carrying Texas Tech. I mean, he was already in one of the top players in the nation, but I think this kind of solidifies his.
Something to
quietly
keep
having a good
in mind. Obviously, and this is just how I feel about it. But at the end of the day, there's no participation trophies, right?
Right.
That's all that matters. The W.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. So
Yeah. All right. MLB is here. 4 games
It was a
in,
long wait.
about, for some teams.
Yeah.
There are so many different topics and stuff. I mean, awesome things happening in the league. Awesome, good things, bad things. Machado's trash.
Dude,
He
yeah.
doesn't deserve the money.
Oh,
I told you that before the season started, and you backed him up.
No, I
You
didn't.
backed
I'm just so
Machado.
glad
I did not back him
I'm
up.
so glad the Padres got him and spent all that money. I mean, he's gonna step it up, obviously.
Yeah.
But this is I love this.
I said
Terrible start for him.
entertainment. I said he was
Do
good for
not pick Machado in DraftKings or in
So,
FanDuel.
it. Right
Do
now,
not
he's
pick him.
averaging at 273. Okay, no home runs right now yet. But I mean, it comes down to he's going to be better. He's going to start popping him out of the park. Yelich had 4 home runs the first 4 games. Insane.
Yeah. If he hits another one tomorrow, he breaks the MLB record.
Really
Yep.
just where he left off from last year.
How about that series though? That series alone, how many dingers did we see in that from both teams? I mean,
Exactly.
Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
You owe me a drink, by the way. You just said that at the same time.
Isn't it like I forgot.
Jinx, you owe me a
Jinx.
soda or something. Yeah,
You
but
owe me
we're
a
older
drink?
now. We're older now, you know.
You owe me a burr. So the Astros is another topic. They were a great team. Now they're 1-3. Yeah, we're early, so we
Very
can't
early,
make a hard point on all these topics. But I mean, it's just fun.
How
to
about
look at.
George Springer though? The past 3 years, including this year on opening day, has hit a home run. That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
Ice in
And-
his veins.
Going to the Phillies, marching our way to Philadelphia. Harper made his debut, didn't do good. His team actually came back. Odubel Herrera, a couple other guys let a few hits to win the game.
Yeah.
And the first few games, Harper didn't do anything. He finally hit a bomb the last game they played.
It was actually like his second farthest home run that he's
Over
ever
460 feet.
Wow.
It was.
Yeah. Project it.
And crowd was going crazy. He walked in the dugout after, and then a couple seconds later, he went back out and tipped his cap, and the crowd went wild. So,
Welcome.
yeah.
Welcome to Philadelphia.
Welcome to Philly. I got some other news in the MLB. You guys already covered the Yelich thing, but what about the pitchers? We had Scherzer, who went out through 12 K. He had 12 Ks, but his team lost. He gave up 2 runs. What do you think about Scherzer? I mean, you're getting 12 Ks in a game. That's some pretty solid work, but is it your team at that point, or is that on you that you gave up 2 earned runs?
That was a close game too, and I forget who they were playing, but the other opposing pitcher who's pretty good. I can't remember who it was, but
That was the ace. I mean, they're both
He-
aces.
he just had a little bit better pitching game that day. And I think that was the difference. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously Scherzer, had a couple mistakes, but I think he'll bounce back. It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Usually we save a little bit of the fantasy stuff for our other show. But I will give you one piece of advice.
For free.
Yeah, for free. This is for free. If you're going to pick somebody in daily fantasy and you want him, solid player doing well right now for cheap, Domingo Santana has the most RBIs right now.
Former Brewer.
Former Brewer. Shout out. But Seattle is killing it. 38 runs batted in.
4-1, I think they are.
Yeah, they're 4-1 right now, but driving in a lot of runs. So if you're going to pick anybody, I'd go to Seattle and probably pick a couple guys from there.
Yeah. Crazy thing, and it's so funny. I heard a couple people. I think you even said it. Like, we're like, Mike Trout, with all the money he got.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You haven't hit a home run yet.
One of the biggest home run threats in the MLB.
So we don't think he's doing great right now. His DraftKings numbers aren't great. But
Yeah.
guess what? He's batting 400.
Correct.
and it's bad. We're
How
saying
many
he's
times?
bad.
How many times is he getting walked though? I haven't even looked into it yet because it's so early in the season.
He's hitting, I guess, contact hits right now.
Okay.
He has hit. I mean, like I said, he's batting 400.
Yeah,
But just no dingers yet.
It's a long season,
it is.
But how about that start for Yelich, though?
Are you texting your girlfriend right now?
No, actually, I'm not. I'm getting ready for our next segment.
Are you sure you aren't texting your girlfriend?
Oh, I'm
right now?
positive.
Shout out.
Okay.
Shout out.
So the next one, I feel like you're getting all excited.
I am.
LeBron James.
I think there's some beef here.
Oh my goodness.
So yesterday,
he's got a little.
Yesterday, ESPN put on Facebook, LeBron James tweeted, up and away, super washed, ain't he? Stay low and keep firing. The air up there is a tad bit different. Live, laugh, love. Kevin Love commented, said, basically you're washed up, bro, with the
He put a
declining
trash
side.
can.
And then James
Yikes.
commented back and basically said, trash, I am. Like, am I trash, basically? So I think there's some beef there. I think Kevin Love is a little mad that, he said bye-bye, went to
Yeah.
the Lakers. And, I mean, now
Yeah.
he's shut down for the season, no playoffs.
Yeah. LeBron shut down. 6 games left. They're done.
LeBron shut down himself.
Is this a good idea? I mean, why risk something?
Yeah,
I think it's
absolutely.
for the fans. It's not good. It's like, come on.
If I was a Lakers fan right now,
Why would you go? Why would you go to a game now?
Yeah, I would just go. I'd become a fan of a different team. If I was a Lakers fan, sorry, I'm gonna be a Clippers fan now. 'Cause it's like, how much money you're getting paid to sit on the bench now? You're not hurt. They just shut you down. Actually, they probably didn't even shut him down. He just said, "Hey, I'm done with this season."
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I was at the bar, for the first time in a long time. I don't go to the bar much. Anyway, I was at the bar and I heard these guys talking, and they were saying LeBron is the reason the Lakers are doing bad. So get this. I don't know what your take is. I told you earlier you were somewhere else. What do you think about LeBron this year?
I never liked LeBron. I was never a fan of LeBron. And I'm not just saying that because right now he's doing some very negative media.
I agree with that. I'm talking about as a player helping the team or not. Do you know what he did this year?
What do you
What
mean?
do you think his stats?
Subpar?
Okay, subpar. His
for
stats
for him, subpar.
Okay,
yes.
his stats this year are better than his career average. Believe
And-
it or not.
I told him it's because I said, how many games did he play?
And I said 55 games. He's
Exactly.
played 55 games. But
So-
no, that's still
That's a little bit less than 30 games that he missed. There's 82 games in a regular season.
Yeah.
I honestly think if he
So what
if
are
he
you saying
didn't
that's good or bad for him? Like, are you agreeing with me, or are you not agreeing?
I'll never
with me?
agree
to a
with both.
point, and here's what I'm saying:
Mhm.
when he had that groin injury, it was what in the middle of the season, right before the All-Star break, I want to say,
Yeah.
or was it after? I can't remember. Anyways, imagine if he didn't get that groin injury. I think the Lakers make the playoffs. I think LeBron has a better year than his stats show right now. That's crazy.
The thing is, averaging 27 points this year, 8.5 rebounds, and 8.3 assists. And we're saying LeBron James is the reason the Lakers are losing.
Okay.
You can't tell me that he's
He's
not good.
There's more into sports than going out and, scoring, passing. What is he
It's called your team.
What is he
It's
bringing
called your
to the
team.
team, though? What is he bringing to the team? Is he, it's like
8.3 assists.
It's like a high school. Is LeBron going to go sit at a different table because he's on a different level than everyone else? Like he said in his tweet, the air up here is a little bit different. So you think that, you're higher than everybody else? Are you better?
That goes to his mentality, how he's acting. Yeah, I don't think that's.
But why doesn't he mentor people? Why doesn't he try to help?
So
the
what
younger players on that
getting
team?
to is I think the coaching. Coaching is absolutely terrible. The players don't play it. These players, you got Lonzo Ball, who hasn't really played this year. Rondo, who is a fool, a crybaby, sit at the end of the bench, punch Chris Paul in the face type guy.
Yeah.
You have Kuzma, who's just an athletic freak who is not a good team player. Who else? You have Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Reggie Bullock now. They're a bunch of stiffs. LeBron James, if LeBron James was not on their team, they would not win half the games easily.
I think they would have.
Here's what it is. LeBron James was born a winner, okay? There's no winners on their team or their coaching staff, for that matter. This season for LeBron is all his doing. And I'm saying that's good and bad. Those stats, wonderful. He's got no team around him. So why would he play the rest of the season?
Yeah.
Next year, it's going to be a new look Lakers.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
If they make changes.
They need winners. They need people that are going to want to play LeBron's style.
Yeah. They need a solid starting lineup. How many times has that lineup changed this year?
And I know all the time.
And I know injuries play a part to that, but you need to have a solid 5-6 guys that are going to be, they know that they're going to be playing. They know that they have to contribute. Because there's been certain games this year for the Lakers where you take one of those guys and barely plays, but then the next game he'll go out and put about 38 minutes in. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And that goes back to the coaching. But
so another thing on the coaching is Jason Kidd probably is going to be the coach of them for next year, most likely.
I don't like making predictions.
But let's just say he does get hired as their head coach.
Okay.
Is he going to be the head coach, or is LeBron James going to be the head coach?
LeBron?
Yep. You're absolutely right.
Jason Kidd was a really good player when he played, and that's why, when he goes to teams and he coaches, a lot of people will listen. I don't think LeBron has respect for anybody, and maybe it's because he was one of the best players ever to play, and now it's, a little debate about that, but is he going to listen to whoever the coach is? Does it matter?
Yeah. I mean, it comes down to he's not one of my favorite players. I'm going to say yes, he's one of the best, top two. Okay, him or MJ. I'm going to say it, especially when he was winning with what he had. Now it's like, why can't he win with what he has now? But for people to say that he's the reason the Lakers are losing, I think that's quite ridiculous because he's averaging 27, 8, and 8. And his percentage and everything, is just about the same what he has been shooting all career.
I disagree. He can go out and put up 30 points a night, and that team can lose because he isn't bringing anything else to the other people on the team.
This is kind of off topic. I was just thinking about it because you said 1 and 2. I don't know. 1 through 3 is hard because you got to put Kobe in there. But anyways, I think it was last week. Boban Marjanovic, however you say that guy's
pretty good.
funky name. He did
who's your mama?
he did like a little fader off of one hand,
Yeah, he did.
and
That
he
makes
yelled
sense.
Kobe when he did it, and it went in. I thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't see that.
I love Boban.
Anyway, that's it for the topics.
Yeah.
We typically, our very first show, we only talked like 2 minutes each topic. I like going a little more in detail.
Yeah.
Because I hate cutting us off, and I think it's better with 5 minutes, 6 minutes to a topic. But anyway,
Yeah.
we typically have about 6 topics going forward. I guess in a week or so we're gonna see who's our March Madness, our bracket challenge winner.
Mm-hmm.
Is Young Buck Avery?
I don't know.
Did Avery do?
Most likely.
I'm not sure.
It's Young Buck. I don't know. The name is Young Buck. He's in first place
Oh,
right now.
yeah, that'd be Avery.
So that's Avery. So congrats, Avery. Does he have Duke winning it?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, he listened to his older brother, which is me. So I mean,
Okay. Trash. You listen to your older brother, you're going to become the last pick in fantasy football. Anyway, thanks for watching episode 3.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Make sure
Thanks.
to tune in next week. Like and subscribe. Appreciate everyone's support. See you guys.